they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing steady.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. And I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is world.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Coleman. And his first pass is incomplete.
End up a man that time, but end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Rolling to his right. And he is caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come to the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Looking to throw. Coleman flushed out right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He completes it to Becker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. And the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Coleman. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Coleman flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Coleman. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Coleman eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down inside the 30. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And
this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
This is brought in at the 21. First and 10. Coleman. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he's got some space here. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it.
Maybe. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
They'll set up to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
A nightmare in the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent.
Intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And, Charles, the big story of the week leading up was not really about the players, but about their head coach looking to tie Bill Belichick with a 6th Super Bowl title.
And something that just keeps coming back to me is something you said during the week leading up to this one, partner, how he continues to reinvent himself as a coach.
And a loose football.
Well, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Coleman steps away to his left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Off the bootleg. Coleman dancing to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Oh, they try lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Taken right around the 44. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Shoves him aside. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the 2nd half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
On 1st down, Coleman flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
2nd and 10. To throw again, Coleman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just me. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. But pretty frank. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the gun, Coleman. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left. And he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
They'll try and throw for it. On the move to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Sliding out of the pocket. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
Following the fumble recovery, Coleman being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Back to throw. Coleman out to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Coleman eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Coleman escaping the pressure right. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Oh, he fakes the spike. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Coleman buying time to his left. Touchdown Bears! From 17 yards out. And the Bears are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Back to throw. Coleman. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Young Wei Koo is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial... And my goodness, another Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive, because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from the opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Now they'll audible to something else. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Got it. Ready? 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
19 tight. Go.
He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Looking to throw. Coleman. He'll buy some time right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Bears are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Back to throw. Coleman. They'll roll him out right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Bears 32, Shamrocks 6. Youngwei Koo is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. He'll take this to the 46.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings... Five now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Flush to his right. Able to shake him off. Just keeping the play alive. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
4 sacks and a safety already. If you gave your coach those numbers an entire game, he'd be ecstatic. Getting that type of production in less than a half of football, that goes beyond anything they expected coming in.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. It's taken to the 26. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And what a big-time play there. 58 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Shamrocks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now they'll change things up. They go play action here on 1st down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hands it off out of the gun.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 4th down, Coleman forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this one too low.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Shamrocks are able to cut into that deficit.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Point after try forthcoming. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got the first down and potentially a lot more. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On fourth down, Coleman rolling to his right. And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it, but fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Fielded at the 20. Oh, good move. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And now here's another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Shamrocks 21.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. throwing on first down. Coleman flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Gervon Dexter. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here's another interception. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! A big play there. 45 yards. And the Shamrocks take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Partner, give that coordinator a raise because he's been pedal to the metal all game, sending rushers from all angles at the quarterback. And there, within range of a safety, he really made the right call, and it got him to the ground and picked up 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
And now how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Steps away. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do.
And for the 3rd time now, this is going to wind up a safety. Unbelievable.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Thanks to their defense for getting them 2 points closer. Now the question, what can this unit come up with offensively as they begin here following the free kick? Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Shamrocks have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And things have changed since the last time they had it. The safety led to the touchdown, so now they find themselves behind as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Coleman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Back to throw. Coleman being chased out left. Now he's into the clear again. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 85 yards. And the Shamrocks will extend their third-quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back.
Chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before him and get back to it. This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. He juked him, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Petty now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 70 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Petty will look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there
seeing that play? Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Let's go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 68 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. He'll buy some time right.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Petty. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there at 22.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And now here's another interception. He's into space past the 25. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from the 20. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Gervon Dexter, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets enough, he's got a man complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a big play there. 41 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
He's going to take another shot here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Things started a little slow for him as a runner, but he has really found a different gear here in this second half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity, and now he has a 100-yard game to show for it.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Well, fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And he's going to use his legs here.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Pat Surtain.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Here's the option.
Now bottled up. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And this is caught. For the moment, It's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
He's going to go up top for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down times. They've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the ball.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. And he'll decide to keep this once more.
No, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
To throw again on second down. Penny. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to slither by.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On the move to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Penny. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. Yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain it.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up that last night. And my goodness, another interception. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Dak's going to keep it.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Shamrocks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to...
And he lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And now here's another interception. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble.
Exited the pocket, trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
2nd and 15. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. He got out of bounds, that's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. This was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So,
and got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. His 2nd second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Petty now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Flushed out right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
3rd and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll set up a throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bears are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hamstring. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expects...
And touchdown! A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Shamrocks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Shamrocks 64.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3rd down and 1. Here's Patty. Stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in it.
Oh, no. He lost the football. And that was ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two. Play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Penny. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allow him to run with him style for Springman.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little
frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
This is caught inside the 15. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
Four quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they...
Oh, and it's intercepted! And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now a first throw here in overtime. Rolling to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. 72 yards rushing for him. Now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. We are in true sudden death here. The next score wins the Super Bowl as they come up here on second down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him, and his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Well, when they kept the offense on the field, you saw the face I made looking at you like, what are they doing? How did they do that?
Yeah, that's almost a miracle, isn't it? Because the two of us have talked to play callers, and every time we talk to them about going for it on 4th and long, they give us that same look you just gave me. And they always say, I don't have that call on my play sheet, Hobbs. We just don't have that one. Well, apparently he did, and they
And in overtime, wow. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. It's intercepted. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, and it's intercepted. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat.
Oh, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Gervon Dexter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the game. I know everyone's thinking that that was something they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.